I want to start off by saying R.I.P. to Takeoff from the Amigos. R.I.P. It's a sad situation in hip hop, man. And even though I personally feel it was not a hip hop situation, for the reason why this man passing, but overall, it's just a sad situation, you know. I mean, I don't know the Amigos. I just know them for the music, being a fan, appreciating the type of content that they were coming with musically. Um, Definitely trendsetters, very successful, and just seemed like they overall good dudes. So for Takeoff to pass the way he did, man, I don't have much to say about that, you know. But I do want to speak on just overall, man. We as a community, when is this going to end? I mean, I know deaths are going to happen. That's just a part of life. But for you to be taken violently like this, I really have no words for it. I really don't. And it's just a sad situation, man. It really is. And like I keep saying, we as a people, when are we going to stop this, man? I mean, because one thing I want to say very clearly, I don't have nothing to say. I don't really want to go into the details because you can Google it for yourself. All I want to say is this man was 28 years of age old, 28 years old. And he died the way he died. I mean, I'm 40. I'm in my 40s, man. He'll never see the age that I'm at. You know what I'm saying? So I only can imagine what his mother, you know what I'm saying, what his family is going through, man. So we as a community, man, when is this going to change? And I'm tired of hearing about, you know what I'm saying, real street niggas and real goons and all this and that. Man, I don't care about none of that. Because where was all these street dudes? Where was all these goons? Where was these, you know what I'm saying, these monsters out here on demon time? And this happened to that man like that. Where are y'all? Where is it? I don't get it. I don't understand it, and I don't stand for that. And anybody that been watching my channel, to my subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all already know. But anybody new to my channel, what I want you to understand clearly when it comes from me, Sean B. Stoller, is that what I talk about is positivity. Yeah, I sprinkle in things negatively, you know what I'm saying, to let you know where it's at or where I'm coming with it at. But my channel is mostly about giving positivity, self-motivation. You know what I'm saying? No matter what your situation is, just know that if you're able and you have the right mind, you're able to get yourself out of that situation. Now, it may not be easy, it may take time, but eventually you will come out of it. So that's what I'm about. Because I feel like if more people have that mentality when it comes to all this violent acts, maybe it will curve it just a little bit. Maybe people can start to see things differently. When you know and you believe in yourself. Because no matter where I'm at in life, I've been down and out. I've been down and out multiple times. But never once have I thought about doing some criminal activity to somebody else just because I'm messed up. Just because my situation is fucked up. No, I don't do that. Do you feel me? You have to understand. A lot of these situations is bigger than you, but if you can't see it, that's when all this low frequency stuff happens. You know what I'm saying? People taking penitentiary chances for what? What are you taking them chances for? If I'm going to take any type of chance, it's going to be because of my family, not because of some personal, oh, I don't like how this person is doing this. I don't like how he's doing that. I'm not promoting any type of criminal activity. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, if it's anything that's going to push me to that edge, is me protecting my family. Not because of a dice game, not because of the jury, not because I don't like this individual. Nah, bruh. I don't move like that. Do you feel me? So you got to understand that. On this live, man, I just, and for those who watch my live, just know my flow is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? So please pardon my cussing because, I cuss a little bit in my live, but when you watch my regular videos, I try to keep it to the minimum. But even with this, I'm not finna give a whole bunch of, negative conversation, negative language. It's just that this situation, it just hit me a little different because I'm a big fan of this group. And like I said, I don't know any of the members personally. I don't know nothing about, so other than the music. But just this situation, I'm just tired of seeing this in our community where all these either ain't entertainers or even average people losing their life the way they losing it, man. This don't make no sense. It really don't. You know what I'm saying? And that's the part I don't get. When are we going to wake up as a people, man, and see that it's bigger than us? The situation, you know what I'm saying? This is bigger than what we going through. But you got to see it first, though. You got to understand it first. And it's just ridiculous, man. It really is. Let me see. Okay, let's see. And it's just, it's ridiculous, man. Okay, I'm looking at some of my information, see if I got anything else. I mean, shout out to everybody watching my live right now, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. And we just getting into it. But like I said, this just don't make no sense, man. It really don't. And like I said, I'm not here to talk about how this man passed. I'm not here talking about that. I just want to, my whole thing is I want to touch on, what's going on with these people out here, in the sense of as a community. When is that going to change? When are we going to start protecting our own when it comes to the black community in the sense of we killing ourselves? And it's like it don't make sense because everybody want to talk about what somebody else is doing to the community. Everybody want to talk about who else is holding back the community. But what about us? Me being a black man. What about us? It just don't make no sense, man. It really don't. It don't make no sense whatsoever. Okay, let's see. Yeah. And like I said with my live, I take it a little bit slower. So just bear with me. You know what I'm saying? As we go through the live. And I just don't get it. And this is over a dice game. Over a dice game. I mean, what they're saying on the internet, it may have been, Quavo having a disagreement with somebody. I don't know if that's true. Like I said, I don't know any direct information about it. But my whole point of what I'm saying is overall, in general, I am speaking. Whether it was a dice game, whether it was an argument, why does it always have to lead to violence, especially gun violence? Do you feel me? Why does it have to lead to violence like that? That's the part I don't get. I really don't understand it whatsoever. You know? I don't get it. I don't get it whatsoever. Why it has to lead to gun violence. You know what I'm saying? Why somebody's life got to be taken away because of it. It really don't make no sense. It really don't. I don't get it. I really don't get it at all. You know? You know? And it's like we as a community, we have a responsibility, to protect our own, man. We have a responsibility to show our standards, man. That's what my whole channel was about, talking about having a standard for yourself, having a standard for your community, have a standard overall as a human being out here. Like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell you this, I got about $5,000 worth of jewelry. I know to somebody else that's probably nothing, right? But to somebody, that's something. But if somebody was to run up in my house right now and tell me to get that jewelry up, here, bruh, you can have all this, man. You can have all this. Because, like, I was able to spend that money to buy this and it didn't affect me, I can get more. And if not, even better. So my life is worth more than any jewelry, any money that you can take from me. That's how I personally feel. Because if I was able to make it this far and make this much, in my mind, I can make it all back plus more. Because I know the bottom line in that type of situation is for me to preserve my life. So if you need to take something from me or rob me, man, I can really give a damn about pride. Here, you can have all this. You can have it all. Because I know if I was able to make it to this point and buy this, I know I can make it all back. So what I'm saying is this, you know what I'm saying? To anybody, don't lose your life over pride. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about that. Don't lose your life over pride, man. Especially when you got a family to take care of. You know what I'm saying? You got loved ones that's looking out for you to help support them, especially for somebody elderly. You know what I'm saying? Your grandparents, even your parents in general. You know what I'm saying? You inspiration to somebody out there. So don't let your life, you know what I'm saying? Don't lose your life over something that can be bought back. You can't buy back your life. You can't buy back your time. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? So just know that you cannot buy back your life. You can't buy back your time. So don't lose your life over, you know what I'm saying, of one not wanting to be embarrassed, over not wanting to be, oh man, they're going to look at me as I'm weak. Like I said, you can have all this shit. You can have all this jewelry, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my jewelry don't cost that much, but to somebody less than, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to lose my life over material things. And like I said, this don't have nothing to do with Takeoff, but I'm just speaking in general. You know, as a mindset, this need to change. When is our community going to wake up and see that? Why do we have to kill each other over petty things, man? A couple of thousand? Okay, maybe it was 50,000. So what? We as a community, we need to change, man. We need to change. So when is that change going to happen? Everybody talking about this wokeness, right? Everybody's supposed to be woke, right? So where's the support? And don't tell me you a goon. Don't tell me you a street dude. Don't tell me you the realest. Because I'm pretty sure the dudes that was with the Migos that night, where's the realness at? Why this man is not still alive today? And that's why I said in one of my videos, the streets is a myth. Now, I'm not saying there's not no real individuals out there. That's not what I'm saying. There are real individuals out there. But I guarantee you, if you put 20 dudes in the room and they looking at football numbers, you telling me all 20 of them won't snitch? When they looking at 20, 40, 50, 100 years, is all of them 20 dudes going to do that time and sit on their hands and say, I'm going to do this? If that was the case, we wouldn't have no first 48. You watch First 48, all you got to give them is an ultimate feast and a pack of cigarettes, and they telling everything. Do you feel me? That's all they want, huh? An ultimate feast from Red Lobster and give them a cigarette. But they supposed to be the realest, right? They supposed to be the goons of goons, right? On demon time, right? Where was this at for this man who passed away? I'll wait. I'll wait. You tell me. And this is why I say the streets is a myth. Because all them dudes you have riding with you, but yet that man still lost his life out there. So that's why I say, when are we as a people, as a community, are going to change, man? Don't tell me how real you are. Don't tell me how many guns you got. I don't care about none of that, man. When we still killing each other out on the street, I don't care about nothing what you talking about. I don't care about your change, your jewelry, your car. None of that, man. When you can't even protect your own. So what all that stuff get you? What do you get? What do you get by having all that? But yet, this man still lost his life. Do you feel me? This man still lost his life out there, man. This is unacceptable. So again, I ask you, when is we as a community going to change, man? And really protect us? Because it's like, you know, everybody want to focus on everybody else that's hurting us, right? But what about our own people, our own kind? That's why I get why some people be like, man, I don't like dealing with my own. I'd rather go outside and deal with other people. Because look at this situation. And we can go beyond it. We can go beyond this. You know, just go look at history. Google it. I mean, within the last 4 or 5 years, how many entertainers have passed away like this? Huh? We're not even including the regular average person. I'm pretty sure that number is astronomically. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, all that stick talk, you know what I'm saying? Chopper this, you know what I mean? Fanning out that, right? What does that really do? Because all I'm seeing is people steady dying. All I'm seeing is mothers out here crying, man. So I don't know what that's supposed to do. I don't know who that's supposed to help. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, man. Rest in peace again to Takeoff, man. Rest in peace, man. And it's like the more I think about it, man, it's sad, man. This man wasn't even 30 years old, man. You know what I'm saying? This man wasn't even 30 years old, and he's already taken out of here, man. I don't know if he had kids. I don't know anything about that. But you know what I'm saying? I only can imagine, you know what I'm saying, what the amigos, the rest of the members is going through. Quavo, Offset, you know what I'm saying? They label mates, and they family, man. I can't stress that much because who, I don't know what parent want their kids to die before them. Really think about that. Think about that. When somebody having a kid, right? You think they thinking to themselves when their child is born that I want my kid to die before me? Really think about that. You got to really understand that psychological mindset. And that's why I'm on this mic, man. That's why I'm on this mic, because I'm not going to come on here and talk about what dudes need to do to them and who need to slide over here and slide back. I'm not talking about none of that. Because at the end of the day, his mom, his dad, when he was born, created, and brought to this earth, you think that they thought to themselves, my son is going to die before me? Do you feel me? I mean, this don't make no sense, man. This does not make no sense. You know? Like I said, I'm in my 40s. All my subscribers, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know that. I always let that be known very clearly. I'm in my 40s. You know? I got a daughter that's in college. You know what I'm saying? And I got a toddler at the house. And I cannot imagine any one of them passing away before me. I couldn't even tell you what that would do to me. I couldn't tell you how I would react. I really have no answer for you. Because I can't even imagine that. I cannot imagine any one of my kids passing away before me. I just don't, there's no type of calculation I can come up with. I just can't see that. So for that to happen, just think about how that affects the family dynamic. I mean, you just got to really look at that for what it is, man. And I know, other creators, you got more details, all this and that. But what I'm talking about is the core of the issue, the core of the cycle that's keep continuing. That's what I'm talking about. Because that's real life. I'm not going to come on here and talk reckless about what one person should have did. Why was he shooting dice? I'm not going to talk about that because the act already happened. What I'm talking about is when are we going to rise above that? And when can we start seeing that we are bigger than that? Do you feel me? That's what I want to know. When can you look in the mirror and look at yourself and say, you know what? I'm bigger than what I'm going through. I'm bigger than just doing something to somebody because I'm messed up. I'm in a bad situation. Because to me, the bottom line of all of this, that's what that means to me. Is that a person was that down and out. That person was feeling like this is what they had to do. And what I'm trying to say is it has to be a better way. Our end result shouldn't end this way all the time. Our end result, why it's not ending in trying to better our people, better our community, better ourselves. Where's that at? Because I don't care where you from. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what culture you are. That doesn't matter to me. If me and you connect and you know what I'm saying, I feel like we in a good space together, no matter what it is, I'm going to always have a level of respect for you. So if something go bad, something go sour, I'm going to remember the relationship first. I'm not going to just act off emotions. So that's why I say we as a community, when is that going to happen? As opposed to just saying, oh, he said some slickness to me. He said some slick shit to me. Or he tried to cheat me. When are we as a community going to think differently? When is we as a community can really uplift each other instead of trying to tear each other down or saying you ain't got this, I got that. I'm not here to belittle nobody. I'm not here to offend nobody. I just want to be able to provide for myself, my family, and keep, you know what I'm saying, building my family just like I'm pretty sure most people want to do for theirs. But in the process of that, you got to worry about if your own kind is going to take you out. Do you feel me? That's the part I don't get. Your own kind taking you out. Over what? Material things? And then think about that. If somebody rob you, right? And they so-called so street, right? They didn't go through none of the steps for them to maintain what they're taking from somebody else. That's the reason why they're taking it, right? So if you watch the lottery, if you Google and see how people win millions of dollars, people will win millions of dollars and in 5 to 10 years, they're broke. So when somebody robs somebody thinking they making a come up, it's just a matter of time they got to do it again. Because they didn't go through the steps in life to build themselves to understand finances, to understand how to maintain. All they know how to do is take, take, take. So you gonna kill somebody over a dice game, regardless what you got out of the situation. How are you going to maintain that? See, that's what my channel is about. I don't sit here and talk all this stick talk and goons this, goon that. I'm trying to help build people to make them help themselves elevate up so you can build yourself up. You can build your community up. and not focus on some negativity all the time. Because that's the problem in our community. We always want to talk this, right, you know what I'm saying, this gang talk, street talk. But what does that get you at the end of the day? What does that gift you? 20, 30 years death? Your family dying? That's what it gets you? That's why I say the streets is a myth. Because there's only some real individuals there. But if it's 20 people in the room and y'all looking at football numbers, 20, 30, 40, 100 years in prison, how many of them street dudes won't snitch? How many of them street dudes gonna really sit on their hands and do their time? I'll wait. So when is we as a community going to change? When is we as a community going to see that it's a bigger picture? That it's bigger than you? When is that going to happen? Because I don't want to hear you tell me about what Goon finna do this and I'm on demon time for that. Because at the end of the day, this man lost his life, bruh. This man not here, bruh. So all that gang talk, all that stick talk, all that sliding talk did what for this man? What did it do for him? So that's why I say, when is we as a community going to change? Because it don't matter. I'm not here to talk about what happened to the man. I'm talking about what the community, what it does to the community, the family, and where do we go from here? That's the question. Because I look at it like this. All we doing is hurting ourselves, man. That's all we doing. We hurting ourselves. We not building nothing. All we doing is just tearing each other down and then complain about what somebody else is doing to us. What is that? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't get it whatsoever. I mean, like I said, it just doesn't make no sense, man. None. And that's the thing that kills me. It don't make no sense. So now, for the next few days, all we're going to hear online is how somebody going to do this to that person and do this to that person. That's what we're going to hear about online now. But nobody is talking about how this affects the community, how it affects their family. And like I said, I don't know no parent that have a kid and say, I wonder when is my daughter going to die before me? What parent wake up and say that? When they have their child, they get together. While they getting the social security number and getting the name, getting all that signed over for, you know what I'm saying? After you do all them documents at the hospital, when do you say, oh, my son is going to die before me? Do you feel me? Man, I don't have no answers, man. It's just sadness for this to be another story, man. For this to be another story of another black man losing his life violently like this. And to any of my subscribers, even if you're new to my channel, once this live is over, go back and watch some of my videos. Because all I talk about is self-motivation. Hopefully some type of enlightenment for you to look at things a little bit different. For you to move a little bit different than what everybody else is offering you. You know, I have a video called Move Accordingly. The streets is a myth. Why touch on all this? I touch on all these situations. And it's not worth it. It's really not worth it, man. So I would say suggest for you to go back and watch any of my videos, because all I talk about is for you to better yourself, for yourself first. Because if you better yourself first, you can help your family. You can help your loved ones. You can help anybody around you that you're inspiring. You are valued. Do you feel me? You know, and it's just like I said, man, I'm trying to find ways to have some type of motivation to speak on. But this is very hard, man. Because like I said, I don't know any of the amigos. I love their music. You know what I'm saying? Been a big fan for a long time. But I'm just speaking on in general, man. It's really messed up that man had to lose his life in that type of fashion. And not only that, he's not the only one, and he won't be the last one. You know? And it's just sad to see, man. And my question is when are we going to change as a community, man? When are you going to look at another brother, another sister, and think positive? I don't get it, man. I know everybody can't go. I get that. Not everybody can go. You know, not everybody going to make it. But at the same time, does it always have to end in this type of violent type of situation? Why does it have to end in this type of fashion when it comes to us? Ridiculous, man. You know, it's just hard to put words together, man. It's just I had to come online and say something because this really don't make no sense, man. You know, it's like, how many more stories do we have to hear? How many more videos we have to see another black man be taken out like this? And I don't want to hear about what somebody else is doing to the black community when we killing our own. I don't want to hear it, man. Where is our standards? Where is the standards in the community? Ridiculous, man. Where is the standards? Because that's the only thing I've been talking about the whole time on all my videos is terms and conditions, having a standard for yourself, and what is your reputation? So again, rest in peace to TakeOff. This man died at the age of 28. Wasn't even 30 yet, man. I am Sean B. Stoller. And until next time, peace.